Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Pokemon Journey series. We're covering episode 101 today, and it's the Grookey focus episode, meaning his pre-evolution stage, Thwackey. So how was this episode overall? Well, before I get into the episode review, you guys know the drill. If you're new to the channel, you'd like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'd be pretty awesome if we would do that, but anyways, let's talk about this episode. So continuing off from the previous two episodes, we're still in the Galar region, and Go is attempting to catch some wild Pokemon in the wild area. Unfortunately, Grookey keeps screwing things up, so he's been pretty unsuccessful. So they decide to make some curry to lure out some Pokemon so Go can catch the Pokemon while they're eating the curry. Unfortunately for them, they end up eating the curry themselves. But they end up finding a wild Thwackey, which Go immediately tries to catch, and it just bats that Pokeball right back at Go and smacks him right in the face. So yeah, that was pretty funny. After getting some ingredients from a hiker in the wild area, Ash and Go have their curry made once again. And the Thwackey comes back to try some. As Go tries to catch it, Grookey runs out and messes things up. However, they have a pretty nice bonding moment where Grookey meets its pre-evolution stage. But as it turns out, the area that they're in, it's actually a nest for a bunch of Thwackey. And also a Rillaboom there, which is probably the leader of the pack. Unfortunately for this Thwackey, he only has one stick. Thwackey in general have two sticks, and everybody else in the tribe has two sticks, but this Thwackey in particular only has one stick. Seems like all the other Thwackey are making fun of it, and he can't keep up with them with just one stick. So he ends up running off in embarrassment, and just on a side note, I actually find it interesting that this Thwackey actually has a wife and a kid. I don't know, but I found that to be kind of interesting, and kind of nice. Thwackey then runs off in embarrassment. Ash, Go, and Grookey follow afterwards. It tries to find a replacement stick to no avail. Grookey tries to cheer it up by giving his own stick away, but Thwackey ends up rejecting him. And this causes Grookey to be quite upset, starts pounding the stick on the ground, and that's when Ash and Go get the idea that if he can't have two sticks, he can just speed himself up with just the one stick. So Ash, Go, and Grookey, along with Sirfetch'd and a few other Pokemon of Go's, actually train this Thwackey in order to get its speed up so it can actually keep up with other Grookey with just one stick. But yeah, that's pretty much the rest of the episode. Thwackey ends up overcoming its weakness. It keeps up with the other Thwackey. By doing their drumming techniques, they actually cause the forest to bloom because that's the power of the Grookey line. And yeah, he makes up with his wife and kid. Go has this moment where he tries to give Grookey up, but Grookey ends up rejecting that and decides to stay with Go, and that's pretty much the rest of the episode. That's how it pretty much comes to an end. Now overall, I found this episode to just be okay. It was a pretty average episode in my opinion. Don't get me wrong, it had its nice moments, but I really wasn't a big fan of this one. Going into the episode, I was expecting some development for Grookey, which Grookey really hasn't gotten any development or any really good development at that. Ever since it debuted, I just really haven't been a big fan of Grookey. And the development went to Thwackey. I don't know how I feel about that. Like, it's nice. Like, this Pokemon that's essentially the character of the day got the development that Grookey needed. And while it was kind of nice, again, we're probably not going to see this Pokemon again. I've seen this plot structure done multiple times throughout the Pokemon series where a character of the day or a Pokemon have an issue. Ash and the others help out said character or Pokemon with their issue. And by the end of the episode, they've overcome said issue, which Thwackey does in this episode where it has the one stick. Ash and the others train with Thwackey. It eventually speeds up so it can keep up with the other Thwackey with just one stick. And boom, problem solved. I've seen this plot structure before, and in my opinion, it's pretty generic. So yeah, the plot of this episode was kind of generic in my opinion. But like I said, there were nice moments in this episode. The moments with Grookey and Thwackey were pretty wholesome and nice. The whole thing with Thwackey actually massaging Grookey, and it turns out that that's a form of friendship, was pretty nice, and it carries over to the end of the episode, where Go tries to release Grookey to go live with the Thwackey, which Grookey refuses. He ends up doing the same thing that Thwackey did to him, to Go, and starts massaging his face as a sign of friendship and a sign of not wanting to leave Go. Which, that's all pretty nice. That's probably what saves this episode in my opinion. The nice wholesome moments were pretty cool, but at the same time, I really wish that Grookey was the main focal point here and not assisting another Pokemon. Because again, Grookey really needs development, not another Pokemon, not a separate Pokemon that Ash or Go are not going to catch. They get the development and Grookey doesn't get anything. So I really hope that Grookey actually gets something in the future. Like, will it evolve eventually? Will it think back to this moment in this episode at a later date? I don't know, but I want to see Grookey do something in the future, because at this point, I'm just not a big fan of Grookey. They really need to do something with the little guy, because either evolve it or development. Just do something with the just do something with Grookey, I swear. I'm getting annoyed with Grookey at this point. Just do something with him, please. But that's pretty much all I got for this episode review. So overall, an average episode. I'm giving this episode a 5 out of 10. So in the comment section down below, post your thoughts. What do you think of this episode? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Do you think that Grookey is going to get some actual development in the future? Or something? Anything? I'm not really sure at this point, but I'm hoping they actually do something, because, yeah, you already know my thoughts. So post your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And have a great day or night wherever you're at, and see you all later. Peace.